Yo, what's going on, guys? Shy Guy here, and today I'm bringing y'all my APA Academy Season 2 Week 6 battle. Uh, Now last week, we're not going to talk about that, but if you watched the video, you want to watch the video, we'll share, go ahead and do that. But yeah, I'm just going to try to bounce back after that horrendous game. So, this week we're taking on Jack, coach of the Los Angeles Valienteis, I believe. It'll be in the title. Yeah. Um, he's going into this week 4-1, and he's like the number 2 team on his number 2 person on his Civil War team, and we're also one of like the higher ranking teams on our Civil War team. So yeah, this should be a good battle. This team's pretty good. I personally am a fan of a lot of mods on it, but yeah, going over his roster, he has Mega Metagross, Greninja with Protein, Tornado's Theory, and Garchomp, Tangrowth, Mimikyu, and Snore, Gastrodon, Blissey, Hitmonchan, Dragougi, and Frost, and Tornado's Theory, and Mimikyu, and Zenoron can rock out with Z-moves. The team he chose to bring, he didn't bring the Mega Metagross. A little bit shocked by that. I thought Mega Metagross was pretty good versus my team, but yeah, one less thing I had to worry about. Protein Run is pretty scary, but I do have one of the better checks in the game for that in Lantern, so that's cool. But yeah, just a very scary Pokemon. You don't know really what's gonna bust out because of that protein. Or wait, you gotta play around the protein. Oh, let's see here. He didn't bring the Tornadoes. Fine with that. That's fine. It's always annoying to play and prep against. He did bring the Garchomp. I think Garchomp could like maybe Scarf or like a Rock set. Obviously, it can't be Z, so that's always nice. Tangrowth's just a general noise for my team. I do have ways of breaking it, but I didn't bring all of them. Actually, looking at the team I only have 2 great ways of breaking it, so yeah, that'll be an issue. Mimikyu is his kill leader, I believe the kill leader of the whole league. Mimikyu, never really a Pokemon that I've highly valued because it's it's pretty frail, like, and you really need that Swords Dance off to do damage, but it's been putting in some work for him, so that's scary. Incineroar, probably his best is Zam switch in, so I figured he'd bring that. He didn't bring the Gastrodon, which I thought was kind of odd, because I thought Gastrodon walled a few of was like one of the better checks to a few of my mons, but chose not to bring it. It's all good. No Blissey, fine with that. Blissey was kind of one for team 2, but could play around it. He brings the Hitmonchan, which is a bit surprising. It gets walled by Uxie, it gets walled by Robotees, and I could usually pivot into my Veltable and just Slither right now. Same with Talonflame. Same with Zam. They all blow it back. So I wasn't really expecting that, and then Rotom Frost and Dragougi I wasn't expecting, and he didn't bring those. All good. At least on my side. So yeah, let's hop into the team we bring, and but before we do that, I am going to announce that I did make a trade transaction. I used one this during week 6, so it's going to be in fact week 7. Zombie, who we played last week, he had Suicune, then he dropped it, and I was like, one thing that my team's struggling with is Hulk and Suicune fat. So I asked for thoughts in my team server, and Aaron just said, yeah, pick it up. And so 5 minutes after Zombie dropped it, I picked it up. So now we got Suicune on our team. It's going to be lit. We did drop for Alligator, but I think Suicune offers more. For Alligator's kind of just like better for a D-Dance. Towards the dance to name 3. It's fine, but having another bulky water, having another water besides Lantern that can play the defensive role is nice. That's a lot, because as you've seen, I'll bring Lantern a lot, and I'll bring it this game. So, that'll be nice to take pressure off of it. So yeah, that's cool. Now let's hop into my team ring this week. So first thing we have off here is a Assault Vest Lantern, meant for a Grin Check. Cat, Skull, Volt Switch, Ice Beam, HP Raz. Skull, Volt Switch, Stab. Volt Switch is nice for Grin. Ice Beam for the Chomp, and the Tang. If like the Tang's at like 30%, I can catch it with that Ice Beam. HP Grass, Biot for Gastro so it doesn't walls. Although we actually don't always we don't always two-shot with HP Grass, but in this you'll chip off. Next up we have our Mega Zam, which is rocking out with the modest nature because of his speed tiers. We all we needed was speed for Gren. So we're rocking out with Side Shock, Shut Off, Focus, Blast, Recover. His team pretty hard. Yeah, just a good breaker. Then we have a Rocky Helmet C, which is almost fully physically defensive with Shadow Ball, return Stealth, and Keel Bell. Rocks, because I want rocks up for touring. And just getting a little chip on stuff. Heal Bell, in case I get like toxic by something. Shadow Ball for Metagross. So we can get a good chip off on that, and then you return the pivot. Yeah, like I said, this is a good Metagross check. Also good like Garchomp check. Depending on the Torrent set, you might be able to check it. Yeah, pretty good book scheme. Then we have our Yveltal running Metronome, Dark Pulse, Knockoff, Oblivion, and Loose. Metronome helps us that we could just start clicking Knock versus Blissey, and each time they get stronger, and you can't like out soft boil us or outwish us or whatever because we're just constantly getting stronger. Same thing applies for like Gastron with Dark Pulse or Oblivion Wing. It can outstall us, and then overall we just hit decently hard. Then we have a Choice Scarf Excadrill, Mold Breaker because I'm not bringing the sand, and Mold Breaker lets me Iron Head from Mimikyu Disguise, and the Scarf does let us be faster than that. Earthquake, Iron Head, Rock Slide, Rapid Spin. Dual Stab is really nice versus Team Rock Slide. It's just like if I'm in versus Incineroar and he thinks I'm going for the ground move, I can just go Rock Slide. Good drawback free play there. And then we have Rapid Spin to make sure we can get hazards off our field for our Talon Flame. Yeah, good way to prevent. This is a good way of revenging Mimikyu if I need it, and just outspeeding all of his non-scarfers. And then finally, we have the big boy Talon here, which just bodies his team. Brave Birds, Letterboat, Sword Stance Roost with Flyzy. Flyzy was meant for like Gastro, but in this matchup, I could use it versus like Incineroar, a full HP Garchomp, whatever. 10 growth, be even. If I can, so yeah, that's the team we're rocking with. And before I start the battle, shoutouts to Die for joining my team, and Lantern Joe for recording my game. So that's lit boys right there. And we're bringing lanterns, so cool. In case of the Gren lead with the spikes, I decided to lead off with my Lantern. I figured it was the best lead overall, so we're going to be challenging Pokemon Trainer Jack. Lead off without a Lantern. I figured it wasn't just a bad lead overall. He's going to lead off with Bonnie the Garchomp, and that's probably one of the worst leads ever. So I'm getting the fuck out of here, boys, as he doubles. He goes out into his Hitmonchan here, as I go into my Oopsie on the Q, or whatever, on the rocks, whatever he wants to go for. And that's pretty nice. Figured he really didn't have a reason to stay in here, catch a Side Shock or whatever. So I figured he'd switch out as he goes into the Incineroar. Not bad switching in this thing. As I'm just going to try to get my rocks up, which are going to be able to chip down this Incineroar. Get a little bit of chip on Gren. Just put it in range. Because Gren's pretty weak, but usually you want to be able to hook it. As we go to Yveltal, I didn't bother U-turning in case he was like Scarf or something. So yeah. And I figured since there's no Blissey or Gastron, I figured the Metronome on Yveltal wasn't really important, and we do resist it. So now we're going to go for a knock of our own thing with this thing's Assault Vest, which is pretty nice, making it less of a Zam switch as it's a U-turn. So when he comes back in, he'll be a little bit above 50 because of the rocks, which is nice. This is going to go back out in his Garchomp, and this Garchomp is very scary. Don't really have great switches into it. I figure you can go for rocks or whatever you switch out. Go into my Oopsie on just whatever, Dragon move, Rock move, whatever. He's going to go for Toxic, so he's like probably a defensive Chomp, which makes things all the more annoying. So we're going to take a little bit of Toxic Chip. As I'm just going to go with the slow U-turn. I don't know if he's going to switch out or not. He goes to the rocks. Makes sense, Oopsie is usually my rocks at versus. I'm going to get the slow U-turn. and trying to get rid of this thing as fast as possible without like Talonflame taking 50%. Oh, you're gonna take like Rocky Helmet Rough Skin? That's not great. Probably harder than Mac. Going to our Megazam. As I'm just gonna fire off a side shock here. It looks pretty free. Didn't really expect like Incineroar to come in or Gren, so I figured the side shock was pretty free. And we're now gonna trace the Rough Skin and fire off a thick side shock. And this is gonna bring it to about half. This is gonna fire off an Earthquake off. And it's gonna do over half because Garchomp is strong and Megazam is pretty frail. So that probably reveals to me that he's more physically defensive, so I'm gonna go for the Focus Blast here and try to pick up that kill, and we do. So Megazam making up for those misses versus Sticks, picking up that Focus Blast kill versus Chomp. As he goes into Mimikyu, Chomp's gone, that's great, but he gets a pretty free sneak off, so I just go out into my Excadrill here. And because we can always threaten this thing out, I figured I can get this my opportunity to go for a spin. Garchomp's dead, and I doubt that. So the rocker, do you even have another rocker in spilled? I don't think so. Yeah, so we just spin off. I didn't think it'd stand, as getting rid of these rocks is huge for Talonflame and Yveltal. Two things that don't like taking the big chip. Anyways, we're gonna switch out here now and take like a big fighting move. Go into my Oxy, which means this thing, if he goes to the Thunder Punch, I guess predicting Yveltal will come in. He's gonna take Rocky Helmet Chip. Oh, we're gonna take Toxic Chip, but it's all good. I think he'll go off. It's toxic. Not being toxic. It's nice. I'm just gonna go for the Drain Punch, which is gonna give him a little bit of health, but obviously still gonna take Rocky Helmet Chip. And Arx is gonna go a little bit chip too, so yeah. Puts him out where he was originally. A little bit lower. Remember. He's gonna switch out and go back out into the Incineroar. I believe I go for U-turn, but I might have Shadow Balled. Could be wrong. I think I Shadow Balled. Yeah, I do. Because it was my best way of hitting it. If I was Side Shock, that could have been better, but I want to go to hit Metagross harder. Not only U-turn, figuring that since he was the AV set, I'd probably be faster, since Oxy naturally outspeed Incineroar. And even though I wasn't running with the speed, I go into my Yveltal, thinking Knock. And Knock was coming, he just U-turns out. And this is where he goes into his Gren. That makes no sense to me. Yeah, Gren. Because he can like Surf, Ice Beam, whatever. And this thing's a pain to, even though I have a good Lantern, switch into it. He's gonna double out in a Tangrowth, which is pretty solid. Not bad at all. Nice aggressive double. As we go into our Lantern, now this thing, Lantern doesn't want to be staying on Tangrowth, so we just Volt Switch out. And we're gonna go back into our Yveltal, figuring that I guess this would be like the best thing to Sleep Water off. Although, yeah, I don't know, it's a whack switch. But he goes for the Rock Slide, predicting that. So this man's making all the predictions. He's gonna knock out Yveltal, which is unfortunate. But I can just like Leech Seed there, because I don't know, I thought this was either like AV or Fizdaff. We're gonna go into Megazam and trace that Regenerator. So now I can just switch it back out. And so yeah, we just switch it back out, get some nice recovery. And I'm just gonna snack off my Uxie here. It's only got 54 HP. And it's not too big this matchup. So yeah, I'm just gonna let this basically what I'm gonna do is, because Incineroar has to click a physical move to take me out, I figured I'd just go for the Shadow Ball and put it, if it wasn't already in range Rocky Helmet, I think, pretty sure it was, but if it wasn't, then we kill it now. And so he might kill us, but we kill him, and that's nice, because not having to find a knock switch in now that Yveltal was gone is nice. I go back out in my Lantern, thinking that the Gren was the worst thing that could be led. that can come out here, and he goes into his tank up, which is annoying. So I said, you know what? Fool me once. So I figured, let's just go with the Ice Beam. I don't think he's going to Giga Drain. Whatever, and we get the freeze. And he told me after the game that he was choice Bandit Tangrowth, and he clicked Power Whip there. Yeah, that would have been really bad. That would actually have been horrible. That would have been really bad. But yeah, that was really bad. Yeah, I just Volt Switch, predicting him not staying. And get that health back on his tank. Health back his tank. That freeze, bro. That freeze. My god. We just go over Talonflame here. He doesn't do much. Kind of just has to pick a sack off, to be honest. And he chooses to sack. Or like, break Mimikyu's guys. So he just sacks off his Frozen Tangrowth. And yeah, that's actually, like I said, Tangrowth freezing, that's Twin Fort. I would have lost my Gren switching. Which, Gren, still very scary. Oh no, that eval was down. But we still have, without freeze, meant that my Vandrin's still alive and at full. So that's something for it. Although he could have missed the power up too, so you never know. We go into our Lantern here on this Gren. This is gonna go for the Water Shuriken. I mean, just a straightforward play. We water absorb that because we are done with it. He drops the Darkness here. Oh. He drops the Darkness here. It's gonna do a little bit, but not much because we're fat. Just a Volt Switch. And he somehow loves that because, I don't know, I don't remember exactly his prayer. But we got out into our Mega Zam, and this is the part where we clickbait these title boys. So we trace that thick old protein. Yeah, and then he's gonna go for the Water Shuriken. He can only kill me with 5 hits, so he's just gonna Water Shuriken once, Water Shuriken twice, only 2, which is, better than 4. So I'm just gonna go for a Shadow Ball, and here we go, boys. We have the Ghost type Mega Zam in here. And we're gonna kill this Greninja with the Shadow Ball. So, yeah, that makes the thumbnail. That's definitely making the thumbnail. And now he goes to Mimikyu. And I'm thinking he just goes for Sneaky in. I don't really see a reason for him to, like, do anything super wonky. So I'm just going to go out into my X-Control game. And this man busts out. Bro, I'm just still amazed by this man. Had the balls to go for the Z fight. Yeah. So that is killing and taking X-Control to a whole new world. My god. Yeah, and that just makes the thing a whole bunch scarier. Yeah. This makes this Mimikyu just so much more scary. And now Maxito is dead. My Lord Vengeance is dead. Okay, that was such a bad play. Whatever. That was such a bad play on my part. I should use going like this Lantern, I guess. Because it wasn't important, but he Sword Stance, that would have been bad. Now he Sword Stance here, because I just have to score and break a sub. Don't score a burn, that's fine, because we did freeze. And so this Lantern technically should be dead, but we're just luckily able to get Jip off and break this disguise. Go for another Sword Dance, risking the burn. Spoiler alert, we don't get it. But again, fair, because if I didn't get that freeze, Lantern would probably be dead. Still play rough, and that's gonna kill our Lantern, but Talonflame should be able to take a sneak, unless he crits. And if he crits, it's whatever. So he goes to sneak, and my boy Talon pulling week 3 and living on that nice 13%, and we were able to kill this thing off with the Brave Bird. This is a fat dick choke though, because crit didn't matter by the way. I could just Z tier and save my Talonflame. My thought process was, oh, he's got Mach Punch on Chan, so it doesn't really matter. But in case he didn't, yeah, that I could have do that. So now it's Zam versus Hitmonchan. We should be able to take a Mach Punch. Always. Here's the Artifice, that doesn't matter because Zam's not earning any of those punches. And so yeah, he's gonna go for Mach. He's gonna go for Mach Punch, really like he has it. And yeah, We're gonna take this game home on 31 HP on our Mega Zamp. Let's get it. So, it was a GG. This was definitely this was one of the more fun games I've had this season. Probably the most fun because it wasn't like one-sided or anything. Like it was just constantly going back and forth in the control of everyone else into either our hands. I made some pretty bad plays. I made some good plays at the beginning, being able to get the spin off early. But I threw in my extra control to Mimikyu. That was unfortunate, and then I shift Z. It's whatever though. And then yeah, that freeze just so huge. Felt pretty bad about that, but you know, it's game we play. Yeah, GG to Jack. Good luck to you on the rest of your season. Even though I want to try to pass your team up, you can win out the rest of your games. Just make sure your team doesn't. Yeah, GG. This is a really good game, and I hope that we maybe see him in the playoffs. Not only because I like my matchup, but you know, why not? You get to love these fun types of games. Yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you disliked the video, give it a dislike. Subscribe if you haven't already. We are halfway through the season, so if you want to catch these last 6 games plus potential playoffs, yeah, hit that button and then comment if you have any suggestions. You want to tell me that I'm the GOAT. You want to tell me that I'm cool, whatever. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.